All right, well, welcome back. I got DyVonne, the real deal Thornton, who competes at Battle MMA Championship 7, which takes place February 25th over at the Norris Penrose Event Center, if I got that correct.
100%.
All right, so my investigative skills pay dividends. So February 25th, we're making our second walk as a pro. The first time, I believe it was a sub half minute. You know what I mean? So I think we're looking to replicate, I guess would be the easiest way to put this, yes?
Exactly, yeah. Oh, it was actually a KO this time. KO this time. I put the jiu-jitsu skills to the side for that one. But yeah, half minute. We're looking to beat that. You know, I want to. The says MMA record for fastest finish is 7 seconds. So why not try to at least get that? You know, so
100%. Now, you are like a through and true size guy, right? You know what I mean? You've been there for your, I mean, your entire career, especially as a pro. Obviously, we're still very early. So talk to me about how you guys do camp over there. Who's getting you ready for this one?
So we typically had our boxing coach there, Kareem, but he has stuff going on or whatever. I don't know exactly what, but you know, I'm gonna let him handle his business. But right now it's mainly it's my boy Smitty, which is jujitsu / kickboxing, and then Coach Mike, our head coach. You know, he's always there every single day for every single class. You know, getting us ready for war, and lately it's been changing just a little bit. Like we're starting to add more jujitsu stuff. He's starting to try to have us go to like the regular jujitsu class more, and then we have our kickboxing, MMA sparring, and a lot. I'm starting to try to do a lot more conditioning and strength and conditioning work.
Okay, and this fight contracted at flyweight, correct?
Yeah, yeah,
Right here.
exactly. Yeah.
Right here. Now, for those of you who don't know, well, fuck it. If you're seeing this interview, you already fucking know. Flyweight is my favorite division of all time. So y'all got a special place in my heart. So talk to me about life as a professional now. I mean, you got it done quick in your first fight. You know what I mean? We're looking to replicate, but has life changed at all for you?
um, as of terms of being a professional athlete, it's just like I said, trying to level up my strength and conditioning, add more peer conditioning in there because hey, 15 minutes is a lot different from 9 minutes, whether you want to admit it or not. But personal life, I did get engaged.
Oh.
So, you know, got that going on, which I'm very excited about. But to hit back on turning pro, you know, like I knew what the goal was, you know, like we've talked for a while, my whole career, literally. So like you knew my goals, and I always tried to act like that was the goal, you know, like you don't act like an amateur and then suddenly act like a pro, you know. And hint on this, you don't act like a little boy and then suddenly you engage and then you're a good husband. Like that's not how it works. You got to act like that through and through, you know. And so I just try to take that approach in competition and in life, you know.
Well, and I think you do both. You do both really freaking well. You know what I mean, inside and outside the cage. I believe she's made at least a vocal appearance, and it wasn't "Hey, this guy sucks." So you're already on the winning side of that, my man. You're already on the winning side of that. So I don't know who the opponent is. I don't remember his name, unfortunately. But what does this guy do well that we got to keep an eye on?
He's a fighter, you know. From what I've seen, I don't mean this as a slight at all. He's more like a brawler, you know, which Justin Gaethje is, and he's one of the best lightweights in the world. But that's just like he's a good fighter. He's in there to fight you, which is a good characteristic to have in this game. But he's a southpaw. I'm gonna be waiting for big overhands because I got a couple inches on him too. I'm gonna just play it nice and smart. I fought someone like this before, fought multiple people like this before, and I don't know. I'm very confident going into this one. But saying that, I understand it's a fight. Anything could happen, man. But I'm going in here knowing if I do what I do usually, but I do what I do best, I'm gonna win this.
All right, and who's giving you the best looks in the gym right now?
I'd say for this fight, I'd say my boy. I'd have to give out two people right now specifically. My boy Donnell, because he's a southpaw, around the same height as dude. And hey, he's a banger. So when that you got to answer the bell when it rings, or when you hit that round with Donnell. And I'd say Tony, my boy Tony Shirts, which we're going to be sharing the card, all three of us. He shows me all types of looks, switching it up, southpaw, conventional, and man, he just trying to lay hands on you the whole round. Lots of tempo.
Well, and if this dude is indeed a brawler, I mean, that's kind of the look that you need, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Now, I've always often wondered, not fighting for a very, very long time and not even at a professional level, but do you ever expect like something totally different, or are most, if not all, fighters just creatures of habit and fall into the same patterns?
To an extent, especially at this level, like when you're at the higher level, and there's levels to pros, man, and I think that should go without saying. When you're at the lower level pro, amateurs, stuff like that, like you're gonna go to your instincts, go to your habits, and every fighter will do that. But the better guys know how to adapt a lot more, if that makes sense.
No, that makes a lot of sense. Now I don't know if you're as geeked out as I am about I believe it's March 4th or March 5th, Jones versus Gane.
Oh yeah. I cannot wait, man. I think everyone's gonna be surprised, kind of like with Alexander Volkanovski and Islam Makhachev. Like everyone's like, that was a good fight. I think this will be the same way.
You see, okay, so John Jones is my favorite fighter of all time, right? I know it's, flyweight being my favorite weight class. I still got love, but John Jones is the best there ever was. You know what I mean? So for me, I get geeked out. Now, when you're getting ready to make your walk, or maybe when you're rewatching your own tape, do you ever geek out, or like when you're feeling that? I mean, does it ever make you feel like, wow, holy shit, man, like I'm really a fucking a professional athlete doing this damn thing? Do you ever like geek out on those feelings, or maybe like when you're watching yourself and you're like, yeah, that's me?
Yeah, I'd say to an extent, because I'm a nitpicker, man. Like my first couple of times I try watching the fight back, I try to enjoy it. Like feel what I was feeling in there. Like, hell yeah, man. Like you're saying, that's fucking me, bro. Like, and I'm doing a good job. And then after that, it's like, ooh, why did I not pummel there? Or dang, I could have sprawled a lot better there and maybe reshot or something like that. Like I'm just a nitpicker, if that makes sense.
Well, I mean, I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing, because seeing the things that you did wrong, even in the short amount of video that you have, I mean, if you're seeing a lot of things wrong, the changes that you make in the gym are not only going to make you a better fighter, but they could potentially help you produce quicker finishes. So now, instead of making those same mistakes next time out, those mistakes have been corrected, and we get that check a little bit faster.
Exactly. And that's the goal, man.
I mean, obviously, we don't get paid by the hour, so getting in and out as quickly as possible is always the game. But I know your gym well. I've interviewed a bunch of you guys, and I know you guys come very well conditioned. So I don't think that going the distance, even at 3.5s, is going to be an issue for you. I mean, you're also a flyweight. Flyweights are supremely conditioned, which is why I enjoy them so much. They're able to be better longer. You know what I mean? So you get two guys that are really good at flyweight. Well, then if it goes for 15 minutes, it's going to be 15 minutes. There's going to be no lulls. You know what I mean? It's going to be high pace. It's going to be action all the time. Does the potentially, right? I can't say matter of factly, but 99% you're going to go the distance at least once in your career, right?
Yeah.
That thought process of like, one of these days my lungs are going to be on fire and I'm going to be looking forward to this, this fight being over. Do you look forward to that, or do you dread that?
Well, I've had it 2 times as an amateur. So my third fight ever, and I got flash KO'd in that one, illegally knee to the head. But those fights, man, I don't know, man. I get a euphoric feeling after every single fight. That's partly why I'm drawn back into that cage. How crazy that is. But like after those ones, it's specifically a special feeling. Like I'm like especially that one where I got flash KO'd. It was, every fighter has that moment in their career. They're like, why the hell am I doing this? Am I stupid? Like, what is wrong with me? And then, or am I tough enough? Am I really a fighter? I had kind of like imposter syndrome. And this ain't really, I can't be like that, And then I get flash KO'd, came back and still win the fight. All those answers and all those questions were answered. I'm like, wow. And then that made me just feel so good. And then I think about especially those fights, I start thinking about everybody that supported and sat through that crazy ass fight and watched and tried to give me moral support. It just makes me feel so thankful. So like, I don't know, those ones are special.
Now, obviously, the family made it through the amateur career, and the family made it through the professional debut, and you did them a service by getting them out of there in 24 seconds. So I think by now, at least they understand that this is, the path that you have chosen. Is there still anybody that's unsure or still trying to talk you out of it?
Oh, absolutely not. Like, this is the most support I've ever felt in my life, like it's wild. And that's partly like I get emotional after every fight. Like to the point where, and it's not like sad tears. I cry, like, and I don't care admitting that. Beat me up, sign the contract, So but it's like I said, I'm just so thankful. Like one of my title fight for Emmy, one of my boys was here and he was live streaming it, and there was almost 100 people watching from my hometown, like just on a live stream. I'm like, that is wild, bro. Like, so like that just makes me feel so blessed, and thankful. I don't know how to even explain that.
It's definitely a roller coaster of emotions that you feel. Obviously you're thankful for the support. You're thankful for getting out of there unscathed. Thankful you got the win. There's probably some remorse because you fucking beat the living shit out of dude. So, but then there's this just like it's like a rush, right? I've never felt 0-2, right? But there's this rush, and there's no problem with crying because you put literally blood, sweat, and tears into this fight game. You know what I mean? Even as a day one Emmy, that feeling that emotion is 100% warranted. You know what I mean? Because you're literally putting your body on the line. And people outside of the spectrum, right? So people who don't train or people who have never fought, they don't know what a camp looks like. They don't know what a camp takes, mentally, physically, emotional. Like, they have no idea what it takes to go through a camp. So I think it's kind of weird when fighters don't have that, that rush of emotion. However they deal with it, you know what I mean? Like, holy shit, still like can't even fathom the thought, or like you get emotional and you cry. I mean, 100% warranted. I'll tell you a fun story. When my first daughter was born, they had a bet going around. Okay. And the bet was that I was either going to be a crier or a high fiver. Holding the baby because she was peeing. You know what I mean? So I just think that even if I would have cried, it doesn't really, like, it doesn't change anything. It doesn't make you less of a man. It doesn't make, you know what I mean? It doesn't change anything like that.
Yeah.
And being a dad, let me tell you, you'll be fucking looking at some shit and be like, why the fuck am I getting emotional right now? Why is it?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're watching a commercial and you're like, why am I sad? Why do I feel like I want to cry? What the hell's going on? So trust me, when you get older, you have kids, the whole nine, you'll come back to this interview and be like, that motherfucker was right. Son of a bitch.
That's hilarious, man. That is great. I think we need to get in touch with that shit more, man. I don't know. I learned that after fighting. Like, I will, seeing the dude that doesn't cry, like, I can mess you up, but I cry. So like that, so you not crying doesn't really mean anything to me, I think you need to, my guy. And also get in the gym and hit some mitts. Like shit.
Right. Or just, get in the gym and do anything.
Yeah, or literally walk on a daggone treadmill, something. Like something.
Well, and then, the whole, like, the whole macho thing, right? Like, oh, real men don't cry. You're full of shit, okay? You're full of shit. I know plenty of real men that cry. A lot of them fighters, okay? A lot of them fighters that literally could hurt you no matter what your size is. I can have my boy right here, 125 pounds, could wreck a dude three times his weight, okay? So shut the hell up with that already.
Exactly. I always think of like Israel Adesanya. That guy is honestly one of the baddest men on the planet, but he cries every time he sees one of his teammates win or something. Like so go on somewhere with that, bro. Like, you telling me you'll beat up Izzy? Like, no, you'll be asleep, face first on the canvas, bro.
Or ass up, with
Yeah,
Izzy.
or ass up like Costa. Yeah. Oh man.
All
Don't
right.
come
So
for us, Costa.
obviously we know the gym very well. Now this is like what? How many fights have you had with Battle already? Because it feels like you've lived there.
Yeah. Basically. I was like, I walked in the Norris Penrose. I'm like, it's basically mine. Like, man, but I'd say this would be 2, 3. This would be the fourth one.
The fourth one. Now, do they have you like signed to some exclusive deal? Because that would be supremely intelligent of them, or the fights just come and we accept.
No, they're for the fighters, so it's one at a time. They're not trying to lock you in, and it also states in the contract if any big organization wants to sign you, you're allowed to go. So that's partly why, like, hey, man, we love Battle. Shout out to Battle Championship, because they're literally for the fighters, man. Like, they're trying to do more for us, trying to get us money. They're trying to get us good commission. Again, like I said, some promotions, they're not going to let you out of your contract. I don't want to sit here and call them out and cause any bad blood, but because that's just stupid. But they'll say, unless it's the UFC, you're not out. That's bullshit to me. Like, you don't actually care about me then, bro.
Exactly. I feel that there are promotions out there that do hinder in that way, right? But then there's also lots of other promotions that 100%, like, oh shit, you got a call? This is our purpose. Our purpose is to get you to that point. You know what I mean? Leagues like that, promotions like that, that actually get behind their fighters and aren't afraid to let them go. You know what I mean? They aren't afraid to let them go. I think signing young fighters, while they're still, in their infant phase as a pro, I think that can be intelligent, because then it doesn't like prevent them from going elsewhere, but it kind of gives them some sort of how do you put it? Like you can help them grow within your organization, so they could be the face of your organization. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I know some promotions that have fighters where they'll lock guys in a deal early on and then use that to, like, when they make it to the next stage, it's like, yeah, that guy was our guy. That guy was
Yeah.
exclusive to ours, and we sent him to the UFC. He didn't fight for nobody else. We got him here. You know what I mean? So there's sometimes that can be an okay thing, but definitely it seems like Battle's treating you pretty well, man.
Oh yeah, yeah. I love fighting for Battle. And man, it's freaking 15, 20 minutes from the house. Like, can't beat that, bro. You cannot beat that. And because I'm managed through the gym, and again, for the fighters. Says is for the fighters, breeding fighters. And it's like basically nothing off my check if we're here, right in the same city as our gym, which makes sense as well. But like, it's just easier on the gym, it's easier on us, it's easier on the coaches, our teammates that want to come watch. So why not? And Battle's awesome.
Dope. Now, is there any like interest in fighting in a particular area of the world?
We had a call there was this promotion, I think it's some samurai fighting championship or MMA. It was in Quebec, Canada. But I'm going through stuff with the passport. So hopefully we get to do that. But honestly, my main goal out of this career, I obviously have personal and selfish goals, but those are kind of on the back burner a little bit. I'm more here to support my people, So like, whatever promotion, whatever area in the world they're fighting in, if they're gonna help me get there, let's get it. I don't care if it's in Montana. I don't care if it's in Nigeria. I don't care. I'm trying to put food on the table and just help my people. Like I said.
Well, I believe Kamaru's got a promotion in Africa, if I'm not mistaken, and then there is a promotion that runs through Montana. So both of those could happen. You know what I'm saying? But,
yeah, I've actually fought in Montana one time.
Yeah.
I love the people in Montana. Crazy. They just want to see fights, bro.
They definitely throw down. They definitely throw down. Well, I'm very excited to get the update that we got another W and improved to 2-0. Obviously, you can link your boy after the fact, right? You can link your boy because I'll be working that evening. But always love to support you in your career. Of course, you're a flyweight, so right there you got a special place. But very excited that you signed another fight and that you're with a promotion that's treating you well, because at the end of the day, that's what matters the most.
100%, man. 100. People need to learn that.
I agree. And as you know, we got to do this right here, right meow. So on February 25th, over at the Norris Penrose Event Center, I have to look down at my notes because I can't remember that off the top of my head. When the official raises your hand and the announcer announces you as the winner, now I want to know how we're celebrating with that victory meal. Come on.
Man, I love the meals. Right now there's this new pizza place that literally just it's literally like, I'm talking, I hop the fence and I'm walking in the doors. And I think we've talked about that, but I'm a pizza man. I want to open my own pizzeria in the future. But that's where I'm going. Yeah, I'm going to, what's it called? It's called Papa's Pizzeria. So I'm going straight to Papa's when I can.
Well, that sounds delicious, and you can never go wrong with pizza. See, the reason why it took me so long to get ready is because I had a steak like the size of my head, so I'm pretty full. But even just talking about pizza, I think I could I think I could still get a slice. You know what I'm saying?
And yeah, yeah. I'm gonna have me some of my own dough ready because I make my own pizza
Mm.
too. So I don't know. I'm gonna be getting it in, man. And I always pick like a recipe because man, you've heard it probably. Fighters love teasing themselves. I pick a little video, I watch the recipe, and then that's what I'm like making. Probably gonna be a cheesecake. Now I'm thinking about it. You got me thinking hard now.
Well, I do know a professional fighter, Roman Salazar, likes to literally watch like the food channels while he's cutting weight.
Literally. My fiance, she was like, babe, can we please not watch any more cooking videos? Because that's all I'm watching. This weight cut's been going real good. So I haven't had those urges as much. But the last one, man, I'm talking, I was on the Discovery Channel because they got the food channel on there. Discovery Plus because they got the food channel thing on there. And on YouTube, I got these people that I watch that be doing bacon videos. I'm telling you, man.
Well, again, pizza is just supreme, and then cheesecake. It's
Yes.
got to be thick though. It's got to be like with
Mm-hmm.
C's thick.
I'm telling you, boy, nice and creamy, thick. I'm telling you.
Now we're
I'm
talking.
a cheesecake type of dude, bro. I made my first cheesecake a little bit ago, but this one gonna be the one.
This one's going to be the one after
Yeah,
you get
the
your
one.
second. I love it. I love it.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. I didn't even think about that. Yeah, I tell people I'm a part-time fighter, full-time cook.
There you go. Well, you gotta love what you do, and it sounds like you love both of your jobs. So can't go wrong. All right, my friend, before I get you out of here, I'd like to give you a chance to thank coaches, training partners, sponsors. Just go ahead and take the floor, man.
So like the shout out obviously says my head coach Mike, Barb, Smitty. I love all my training partners. All of them. My boy Adam, my boy Tony, Donnell. I already talked about them. And we got this young killer. My boy. Oh my gosh. No. Oh, and Logan. I almost forgot about my boy Logan. My boy Logan. He's gonna be making his debut here in a couple months. So keep in tune. And then Logan Burt. So keep in tune. Remember that name. My boy Gentry, fighter of the month. Amazing teammate. Completely diehard teammate. And then all my sponsors, like to thank 9 Round, Backcountry PT. Look that up in the Springs area. Go ahead and thank Villigent Security, best security in all of Colorado. My boy Jesse Campbell with his with real estate. If you're looking to buy a house in Colorado, hit my boy Jesse up. And then I also like to thank Elevated CBD with the help with the recovery. And I think that's everybody. I'll be missing someone all the time, so I'll be feeling bad, but I don't got the list in front of me. And obviously, I want to thank my Lord and Savior, of course.
Well, always a blast to have you on, especially with the fight coming up. I look forward to it. One of these days, we got to get you out here. You could fight in some
Uh-huh.
zone of heat. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
Some pretty good flyweights over here. We got some pretty good
Yeah.
flyweights. I think you match up with these guys pretty well. You know what I'm saying?
I agree, man. You know to hit up. You hit up Coach Mike. We get something situated. I always wonder why I haven't fought for Ruff.
Well, I think maybe one of these days we'll get you out here and we'll have to give it a try.
Yeah. I think I actually fought your guys' AMI champion.
Which one?
Brian Benavidez or something like that.
He's competing
Biscuit.
for the title. He is the title challenger. He's going to be taking on
Okay.
our sitting champ, Trenton Byers.
Okay. Yeah, that was the dude I said I fought a brawler. Like the dude I'm about to fight, that was him. Yeah. The dude's good. He's a tough guy.
He is very good, and he's only gotten better. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So
100%.
I love it, man. I love it. I like this MMA math stuff too, man. I love
Yeah,
this guy beat this guy and this guy beat this guy. So Mighty Mouse is the heavyweight champion of the world. Love that. I love seeing,
literally.
I love seeing those
That's
things.
hilarious.
But look, again, always a pleasure to have you on. I look forward to seeing your fight. I look forward to the news of the third, because I have a feeling we're going to get a quick turnaround here. I wish you nothing but the best, my friend. So before I let you go, is there anything you'd like to get out into the universe?
I just hope everybody's having a blessed year. Stay happy, stay positive.
All right, my friend. Until next time.
Yes, sir.